Here's how to get literally any girl to chase you. Ignore her, act cocky, disqualify her, push her away, pretend like you're not interested, and I promise you, you can get any girl in the world. Just kidding. This is superficial dating advice, and these tactics on paper look great, but in reality, they don't actually work. And here are 4 reasons why. Number 1, they're inauthentic and they are incongruent to who you actually are deep down. If you're a guy who already lacks confidence around beautiful women, if you feel nervous in your body around them, if you have approach anxiety, if you overthink what to say, if you have a tough time carrying conversations and knowing how to connect with them in the first place, then you acting disinterested and acting like you're super high value isn't going to work. Because 1, you will just feel this sense of sleaziness and weirdness being somebody who you're not. But number 2, women will sense that as well. If anything, it's going to get you more into your head and cause you to not even take action with women in the first place. Problem number 2, they are exhausting and unsustainable. So even if you get through the first few minutes of an interaction with a girl, what will happen is you'll start to get in your head, you will start to overthink, and she's gonna notice little subtleties in your behavior that are incongruent with how you are acting. So maybe verbally, you're acting like you're not interested, you're acting like, you're this guy that's extremely high value, but she'll notice your body language is very stiff. She'll notice your eye contact is a little bit nervous. There's fear in your eyes. She notices that you've got tension in your face, that your voice is shaky. So there's gonna be tells in terms of your energy and your behavior that are gonna point to her that you are not who you are acting like you are, which will ultimately turn her off. Problem number 3 is that these tactics are detrimental to your self-esteem. Because every time that you pretend to be somebody who you're not and you're inauthentic with women, you're conditioning yourself to be a performer instead of being authentic. You're conditioning yourself to believe that you need to act in this very specific way for them to like you and to give you validation. You're moving further and further and further from a place of actually accepting yourself for who you are, which will long term be detrimental to your self-worth and self-confidence. Problem number 4 is that it leads to unhealthy and unfulfilling long-term relationships and ultimately self-sabotage. So even if you get past, let's say, a date, 2 dates, 3 dates with a girl, how long do you think that you can put on this front of just ignoring women and pretending like you're not that interested in them and quote unquote pretending like you have frame with them when deep down you know that you're not even really being yourself? So I've had that happen with me before, and it's one of the most painful and one of the most unfulfilling things to do is to date a girl who I've never been authentic with. And then I'm trying to move through a relationship with someone who never even really saw me for me and who never actually appreciated me for who I truly am. So if these superficial tactics don't work, then how do you actually get beautiful, high quality women to actually chase you? Well, the key is you have to do internal work. You have to unlearn your old limiting beliefs that make you feel like you don't deserve the type of women that you want. You need to unlearn the old behavior patterns and the old habits that cause you to people please, that cause you to seek validation, that cause you to seek women's approval and not feel like you deserve to be chased in the first place. So when you can get to a point where you're really secure and you're really confident in your own skin and you're a naturally attractive guy, women will chase you by default. It's not something that you need to pretend to do or something that you need to manufacture and manipulate, but something that happens naturally when you become the kind of guy that they actually desire. And that is exactly what we do with our clients inside of the Accelerator program. We don't teach them tactics or techniques, but rather help them actually become the kind of guy from inside out that women want to chase, the kind of guy that women fantasize about. So if you want to learn more about the Accelerator, what I invite you to do is click the link below, check out our 7-minute documentary on the new way to meet, attract, and date high quality women, apply for the Accelerator, book in a call, and if you're a fit, we will discuss what it looks like working together.